Yeah, back to the guy just a bit later. So then, predictably and understandably, a lot of focus on Syria at the G20 over the last 2 days. The latest from Syria then tonight. Government forces are battling al-Qaeda-linked rebels who attacked a Christian village earlier this week. Maaloula is home to some of the world's oldest Christian sanctuaries. It's one of the few places where Aramaic, said to be the language of Christ, is still spoken. Rebels have now been forced out there, but fierce clashes continue. Maria Fanoshina reports from Damascus.
We tried to get to Maaloula village shortly after we heard that the clashes erupted there. It's just 1 hour drive from Damascus, north of the capital. But we were stopped by the army and warned that it could be a one-way ticket because, first of all, the road from Damascus to Maaloula is not safe. But even if we are lucky enough to get to the village, the clashes still continue there, and there are still some snipers who are active on the ground. So the situation is very dangerous. So it's better not to go there, as we were told. We're hearing that the fighting is between the army and the militants, mostly from Jabhat al-Nusra, al-Qaeda affiliated group fighting here in Syria against the regime of Bashar al-Assad, but mostly for their own radical Islam state. And we can see that the tactics were also very similar to those that terrorists all around the world use. We know that early on Wednesday, a suicide bomber struck a checkpoint at the entrance of Maaloula village. And after a car exploded at the checkpoint, the militants of Jabhat al-Nusra stormed in. And we have online video, and I hope you can see it right now, showing rebels entering the city, and residents have been telling media that the same day the militants managed to take over a mountaintop Safir hotel, and they've been firing from that strategic point. What we know is that Maaloula village is a very special place, not only speaking in terms of Syrian reality, but internationally speaking. It is home to an Orthodox shrine, a 4th century Catholic church, and dozens of mosques where residents, local residents in the shops and during their daily life, they speak Aramaic, the language that Jesus Christ believed to speak. So, of course, the whole Christian community, not only here in Syria but all over the world, was shaken, and RT managed to speak to one nun from Latakia about the situation and about the fears of the Christian minority here in Syria.
How can the international community ignore the brutal killing spree in Latakia early on August the 5th? An attack that affected 500 people, including children, women and older people. In the village of Ostraba, they massacred all the residents and burned down their houses. 12 Alawite villages were subjected to this horrendous attack. It was a true slaughterhouse. People were mutilated and beheaded. There is even a video that shows a girl being dismembered alive with a soul.
Well, it's worth to mention that Maaloula has very troubled neighbors. Another village of Yabrud, center of smuggling here in Syria, is just 20 minutes drive from Maaloula. Homs, the city known as the epicenter of the clashes, 100 kilometers away from Maaloula. This village was the only one not touched by the rebels.
Our correspondent there reporting on the ground in Syria.